So as I mentioned in the last part, that past history can influence your current experience of pain. Emotional pain, difficulty from the past, can be held in your body and experienced as physical pain. And the same is true with current emotional pain. This is not to say that the discomfort that you're experiencing is due to your emotions or that in some way making this up. What it is meant to mean is that when we are upset, we tend to feel it physically. We can feel sick to our stomachs or tighten up. And if you're already uncomfortable, this is going to increase your discomfort. The same is true for past emotional pain that may not have been able to be processed through entirely emotionally. So without realizing it, you may be holding on to pain from the past, holding on to present pain. And this has been referred to as the pain body, and you'll have some information in your references and resources if you want to look into this more. The body is a depository for emotional pain. And we know this when we experience something uncomfortable, we can feel it in our bodies. People say things like, it felt like I was punched in the stomach, or it took the wind out of me. And when there's been a larger trauma or a longer term emotional pain from the past, the body can stay in this kind of seizing up and ceasing to flow, ceasing to be comfortable, meaning increasing discomfort. So holding on to emotional pain can increase your discomfort, which is why it's very important for you to take a look at what you might be holding on to emotionally and being willing to release it. And if there is a lot of history of emotional pain or difficulty that you're having now, you might want to talk to a mental health professional or find another way that you can begin to release and let go. So along with this is understanding depression. This is very circular. Pain can lead to depression, but research has shown that depression can increase the inflammation present with pain. So what this translates to is it's really important if you're experiencing depression to get some help with this, because you can feel much more comfortably physically and emotionally. Some pain medications, as well as some medications for the treatment of MS, can have depression as a side effect. So again, it's circular. You take the medication because you're feeling uncomfortable, but then depression can be a side effect. But what's very important is you don't need to struggle with depression. There is help. And many researchers have found that the best treatment for depression is a combination of psychotherapy and medication. So it's important, if you're struggling with depression, to consult your physician about a referral to a mental health professional, or you can contact the National MS Society for a referral, and to get an evaluation for some medication to help you, and there's some excellent medications there. And more information can be found at the MS Society website. Just very shortly, I just wanted to review some of the signs that you may be struggling with depression. Symptoms of depression can be sadness or irritability, loss of interest or pleasure in everyday activities, loss of appetite or increase of appetite, sleep disturbances, agitation, fatigue, feelings of worthlessness or guilt, problems with thinking or concentration, or persistent thoughts of death or suicide. And please, if you're experiencing any of these, get some support, get some help for yourself. It's natural to experience depression when you have pain, and there's a higher incidence of depression with people who are living with MS. So please get some help for yourself. And I want to end this part by just having you notice that hearing about the emotional components of pain and hearing about depression may have increased your stress. And you might be feeling more uncomfortable, so I'd like you just to take a deep breath and to release and to know that the rest of this particular week will be on ways that you can feel more comfortable.